Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lauren Ashley, and I'm going to be talking to you about my sleep patterns. What I'm going to be doing over the course of the next few days is I'm going to be recording myself sleeping because I feel like in order for you guys to see what I'm talking about, I feel like I need to have some sort of footage to prove the miraculous signs. So, you guys aren't going to be seeing much, okay? Because what happens in this physical realm is what you see. You'll just be seeing me sleeping. So whatever I think about, whatever goes on in my head, whether that's like communication with the angels, like you guys may not hear the things that I hear because when you have clairaudience, it is inaudible to other people. Only that person can get these subtle images, and only that person can get what they hear. But I did record a little bit of myself sleeping. I didn't go to sleep until 3, and I had to wake up at like 6 to teach. So I'm still very sleepy, and I'm still very stressed because of my lack of sleep. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to record myself sleeping. I may end up astral projecting. Usually sometimes when I don't get enough sleep, astral projection takes place where my spirit temporarily leaves the body. So it may be a case where I may leave my body and you guys probably will see that. I don't know if you guys will see my spirit leaving the body because I don't know what goes on in this physical realm while I am on the other side. But what I can say is that you may notice little things like flashes of light. You may notice some sort of spiritual orbs, or you may notice some sort of shift or movement that happens around me. And you may not notice anything, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention to let you guys know that this is something that could happen. And so I want to show you. I want to show you the things that I go through while I'm sleeping. And when I did record myself sleeping, I had these affirmations playing. I think it's a good idea to allow positive affirmations to play in the background so that it raises my vibration so that I can then be in communication with the spiritual realms again. It's very easy for me to get negative. It's really easy for me to have negative thoughts. And I just don't want the negativity to engulf my life because you are what you create, and what you feel can manifest. It can and it will manifest into reality. So it's very important to pay attention to what you think about and just really like reshift your focus or replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. And I crave positivity right now, so I'm going to be really engulfing myself with a lot of positivity. Whew. I'm hot, really hot. I'm gonna talk to you about this little phenomenon that I had when I slept like about an hour or so ago. I only slept for 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, I woke up 11 minutes prior. I set an alarm to wake up at 1:20, and I woke up at 1:11. What are the odds? 111 is a number sequence. It is a number sequence that the angels use to communicate with you, and there are spiritual meanings behind these numbers. And whenever I see these numbers, I always jot them down and I notate them because I know that I'm not just randomly getting these numbers. Like, why did I wake up at exactly 111? Like, something woke me up to then turn my head to look at 111. See, the angels communicate with you in so many ways. They communicate with you using angel sequences. you have 111, you have 1111, you have 4444, you have 444, you have 1010, you have 1212, you have 711, 911, 666. There's so many angel numbers that they use to communicate with you, and I find it to be very profound that they know exactly when to send out these messages, and they know exactly when I'm going to look. So it's just like I was supposed to wake up at the time that I set the alarm for, and I didn't. Something woke me up, and I don't remember exactly what woke me up. I could have just been dreaming. Maybe they told me to wake up. Have no idea. All I know is that something woke me up. Sometimes when you go to sleep, you don't have this. Sometimes you're not fortunate to wake up. So I think waking up is something to be grateful for. First of all, I feel like there's a lot of power in simply waking up. I feel like when you wake up, this is your consciousness coming to life. I feel like your consciousness is turning on. It's like, think of it as a lamp, a light bulb that's just turning on. And the lamp won't turn on unless you walk over and turn it on. So I feel like they purposely woke me up at 111 because they wanted me to get this message. A lot of times these messages are to, oops, almost tripped. A lot of these messages are to basically say, pay attention to your thoughts, be faithful. The door is opening, you're aligning into the right path. There is a spiritual awakening. You're starting to become aware of who you are. You're starting to connect more with the infinite divine and the angelic realm. There's just a lot of messages that are involved in this, and they use that to communicate with you. And no matter what decisions that you make, they're always going to be supporting you 100%. All you have to do is just continue to stay in communication with them. I think when you stay in communication with them, and when you put in the effort, when you put in the determination and time, that really means a lot to the spiritual realm, and they're going to reward you for it. Just continue to stay in contact with them. Even if you think that this is weird, you may not believe in it, just give it a shot, because there's more to life than just our physical being. You understand? There's more to life. We wake up and we live by all of these rules and regulations of what's right and what's wrong. And there's just so much hatred in the world where people are just kind of living in this dense type of environment. It's just like, how can they raise their vibration to communicate with these angelic beings when they are engulfing themselves with so much negativity, negative denseness? It's just like, how can you have this spiritual awakening when that is a part of your lifestyle? So it's a matter of eliminating all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep. I'm going to document my sleep patterns, and I'm going to go from there and talk about what's going to happen. There's a part of me that's like a little nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. All I want to do is get some sleep, but there's a part of me that really wants to talk to the spiritual realm and really get some answers. Like, I really, really do. And it's just like, I'm really getting emotional about this because for days, like ever since I saw the angelic beings, the celestial angelic beings, it changed my life. It really did. It changed my life completely. Like, even though it was a shock to just end up somewhere and not know where you were exactly. Like, I didn't know where I was. I just knew that it was a heavenly realm, and these celestial beings were vibrating so high, and I was just so shy. I'm like, where am I? This was a spiritual shock for me. This was a shock as a human being to experience this, and my soul wants this again. Yeah. I've been thinking about this every single day. Like, even when I went to the club last night and just pouring it up and dancing and drinking, I feel like, kind of felt like I was kind of going back into my bad habits again. I just felt like, yeah, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having fun or whatever, but I just felt so out of place. You know what I'm saying? I felt so bad last night. I really did feel bad. Like, I felt bad that I got myself drunk, and I felt bad that my friend got drunk. Like, man, I don't know. I just feel like it's not me anymore. It's not me. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. Maybe I don't know. I'm just trying to express myself as to like how I feel. This is how I feel. I feel like ever since I saw those angelic beings radiating with so much power, I feel like there's just so much more to be focusing on right now. And I feel like because of this, I feel like since they've allowed me to go there, I feel like there's just more to my sole purpose. I feel like there's just something that I need to be doing. And I feel like if I continue to express my truth, I would hope that this will help you guys really see the miraculous signs behind this. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to do, but I feel like this urgency to do something about it. Something. And sometimes it may not be like the right thing, but I just feel like this is how I feel. I'm just going with the flow. I'm going with the flow, and I'm just praying that they got my back or whatever, and that they just really align me into the correct path. If I happen to make the wrong decisions, I just pray that they just get me back on track. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to look at everything as divine order, and that everything is supposed to happen for a reason so that I can make the right decisions. Maybe the club thing was supposed to happen. Maybe the club thing was supposed to happen so that I can then realize, you know what? There's just so much more out there. There's just better things out there. And I'm willing to work at it and tug at it to see what that is. I'm a little tired and exhausted, and I really need the answers. And I think the reason why like the astral projection hadn't taken place yet was because there's just a part of me that just wasn't ready to receive something that's just so unknown. I just felt like this should have been unknown to me. I felt like this should have been so unknown. I felt like I needed to be dead or something to experience this. But no, it doesn't have to be the case. Like, if you see something, share it. Don't keep this in. Don't keep it a secret. Like, who cares if people think that you're crazy? Like, I'm going to continue to share the miraculous signs because I believe deep down in my soul that they want me to. I really feel like they really want me to share all this information, that there's just something else that's beyond our understanding. And I'm willing to share this knowledge with you because I feel like you guys deserve it. Because I feel like it's like when I walk out in the city, just walking, and I just see so many people just really lost and just really depressed and going with the flow, and they use alcohol to escape their problems, escape everything, and they really missing the bigger picture here. I was even missing the bigger picture, and I had nerve to go right along with it, knowing that I had all of this information that was exposed to me. I just felt like I was keeping it a secret, and I just felt like I was avoiding it too. It's like, it's one thing to avoid something and not know, but to know something and then avoid it, it's very cowardly of me, and I feel so bad. I really do. I feel so bad that, like, I'm just tired of being scared. You know, I've been scared my entire life, like ever since I was a child and that whole dark thing happened, you know, and I just been scared. And I've been kind of throwing my gifts under the rug. I've been really throwing my intuitive abilities under the rug for years. It took years, you guys. It took years for them to talk to me, for me to actually hear their voices. It took forever. And you know what? It's still a process. It's still taken me a while to be receptive to these subtle images that I'm getting from the universe. It's still taking time. I'm not even perfect. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not a pro. But all I can do is just really hope for the best and just kind of go for it, just because I'm not sure what to do. So I'm willing to experiment to see what my talents and gifts are and just go from there. So, man, take two. We're going to go ahead and record myself sleeping and we'll just see what happens. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.